Welcome to the December 2018 College of Nursing Commencement Ceremony. I am Julie Zerwick, and I have the pleasure of being the Dean of the University of Iowa College of Nursing. I want to extend an especially warm welcome to the family of our graduates. I know the room is filled with parents, grandparents, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, family, and friends. We are so pleased to have you with us today to bear witness to this milestone accomplishment of our graduates. We are privileged and grateful to have been a part of your graduates' life for the past few years. The entire university community shares in your pride and happiness on this very special day. Assisting us with this commencement ceremony today are graduate marshal Lisa Levine, who led the student processional, and our sign language interpreter, Kelly Neppel. Joining me in this celebration on stage today are administrators from our College of Nursing. Please stand as you are introduced. Clinical Professor and Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs, Anita Nicholson. Clinical Associate Professor and Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Anita Steinman. Representing the University of Iowa Libraries, Jack B. King University Librarian, John Colshaw. Representing the university's central administration, who will confer the degrees, President for the University of Iowa, Bruce Harold. It is also my pleasure to introduce our honored guests. Our keynote speaker, College of Nursing Outstanding Young Alumna Award recipient, Sarah Loken. From the Iowa Board of Regents, Regents Nancy Betker. Ms. Betker, a retired farmer and educator from Harlan, Iowa, has had a long and distinguished career in service to education. In addition to her 5 years as a teacher, she served as Director of Education and Resource Development at Mertu Memorial Hospital in Harlan, Iowa. While a member of the Senate, she chaired the Education Appropriations, International Relations, and Human Resources Committee. She has been both Assistant Majority and Assistant Minority Leader. Mrs. Betker holds 2 bachelor's degrees in sociology from Iowa State University and in education from Buena Vista College. So we are really pleased that you're here with us today. And we have a number of faculty who have also joined us in this celebration. So please stand as you are introduced. Kathy Abrams, Jacinda Bunch, Howard Butcher, Katie Cherwin, Carol Dupick, Brenda Duree, Melissa Leon Mackin, Jan Miller, Sue Moorhead, Pat Nelson, Larry Newman, Nicole Peterson, Ann Rhodes, Deb Strobel, Stephanie Gilbertson-White, and additional faculty who are assisting behind the scenes, Katie Knox, Francis Coonley, and Saida Thomas. And these events are really a part of the tremendous assistance from the College of Nursing Student Services staff. Assisting us today, and they're in that corner, Linda Myers, Cherry Doggett, Renee Lapine, and Brooke Dwars. Thank you. So at my 2 prior convocations, I've been a dean just over a year, so this is my 3rd. I based my remarks on the children's books, Oh, the Places You'll Go, and The Giving Tree, because I believe there are many lessons that we can learn if we look back to our childhood. So I was trying to think about which book I would pick today. So probably some of you remember this one, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. You're probably thinking, well, how does that relate to convocation? But this is a book about growing and becoming the best that you can be. It's also about having patience through the process. I would like you to think about all of those people who fed you when you were a caterpillar, your classmates who helped you study, gave you encouragement, your faculty, your advisors, preceptors, patients, your family and friends, the individual who may have provided you with a scholarship. They all gave you sustenance as you were on this journey of learning and becoming. You have now become a butterfly. It is the time to test your wings. Whether you land in Des Moines, Chicago, Colorado, or whether you stay here in Iowa City, I would like you to thank those who have supported you on this journey. And remember, there are other caterpillars who are on this journey of becoming. Please be generous with your time and talents and be patient. Because what sets you apart from everyone else is that you are and will always be an Iowa nurse. So it's now my special pleasure to introduce Austin Witt, who will be speaking on behalf of the December 2018 BSN class. So Austin graduated high school in May 2014 from North Mahaska High School in New Sharon, Iowa. While at the College of Nursing, Austin has participated in several volunteer settings and was also the recipient of the State of Iowa Governor's Volunteer Award for his contributions to the Mahaska County Emergency Management Team and the New Sharon Volunteer Fire Department. Austin participated in the India Wintram Nursing Study Abroad experience, and most recently, I believe just about a week ago, returned from Eswatini, formerly Swaziland, Africa, where he completed his senior community and public health practicum. Austin has received numerous honors as a nursing student, including being named to the Dean's List. Upon graduation, Austin will work at the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics in the Cardiovascular Intensive Care Unit, where he has recently accepted a position. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our BSN class speaker, Austin Witt.
Thank you, Dean Zerwick. I am a graduate of the University of Iowa's College of Nursing with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. This is a sentence that we have waited years to say, and after today, we will finally be able to speak those words in confidence. This experience has been a journey. It has been a trip down winding roads of what seemed like endless lectures and some very uncomfortable lecture hall seats, extensive assignments aimed at pushing us to expand our knowledge outside of the status quo, long clinical hours where we felt like our every move was being monitored by our preceptors and clinical instructors, distraught meetings with professors begging them to bump that 1/3% up to the next grade cutoff, hours staring at textbooks in the library, driving ourselves mad when we were sure the book made a mistake and we should call the publisher to inform them. And of course, let's not forget one of the biggest influences over the past 2 years, coffee. Many of us quickly realized that nursing students are seemingly incapable of functioning at any level above comatose without first feeling the effects of caffeine flowing through our veins. But how did we get here? How did a group of students with an interest in healthcare and the drive to help others make it to this stage? How is it that our whole life we've been climbing the staircase to success and achievement, aiming for the landing we can see at the top, and this last step that we've been working so hard on is one we thought we would never make? Well, let me tell you, it hasn't been easy, and we didn't do it alone. Our families and friends have been our handrail. They've guided us not just in our journey through nursing school, but they have been at our side each and every day, giving us a strong support to hold on to, allowing us to steady our gait and focus our energy on the task at hand. Our parents, siblings, best friends, and significant others have listened to us, overwhelmed by the number of tests and quizzes, papers and prep packets, reflections and discussions that seem to weigh us down. The sleepless nights worrying about our next exam, trying to catch a few hours of shut-eye before that 5 a.m. alarm. The worry that we aren't getting enough vitamin D because the only daylight we see is through the windows of a crowded library. But it only takes one sentence to bring you back to reality. We are so proud of you. Our friends and family have been the constant encouragement at times we didn't even think we needed. But nevertheless, they kept by our side, holding us up and pushing us forward. Our professors have given us the muscle to take this giant step. We came into nursing school strong with the knowledge we had gained so far in chemistry, biology, and psychology, but our muscles were weak. We lacked the resistance training of psychomotor skills needed to interact with patients and families, the skills to start an IV with a nervous patient eyeing you and your preceptor watching over your shoulder, silently giving you the encouragement you need to hit that vein. We lacked the protein and calories of nursing knowledge to allow our muscles to repair themselves, weakened by all the hard work necessary to accomplish the feat of acceptance into this competitive program. Our professors, preceptors, clinical instructors, simulation lab instructors, exam coordinators, and academic advisor, all of them have made us strong. Each has had a unique role in providing us the building blocks of an excellent nursing education. They responded to our last-minute, midnight before the exam emails asking for clarification on a topic. They used their experiences and expertise in critical care, pediatrics, burn and trauma, leadership, and outreach to paint us the picture of what it is to be a nurse and how much of an impact we can have on others. Our instructors and preceptors taught us what it means to care for the patient, not the system. They warned us not to forget that our routine day is anything but routine for a patient and their family. And I believe, most importantly, they did not only teach us how to be excellent nurses, they taught us how to be world-class human beings. They helped us grow our muscles and make what seemed like only a dream at first a reality. And of course, where would we be without our classmates? We've stood at the top of the staircase, encouraging each other to keep pushing forward. Every time one of us felt down about an assignment or an exam score, another was standing by, waiting for the perfect moment to remind them that their journey to becoming a nurse is not defined by a letter grade. It is not defined by trivial feelings of failure or inept. Our failures should only be defined as the place where our learning began. We've helped each other learn to take care of ourselves, to take a step back from the hustle and bustle of our busy lives and enjoy the fellowship of one another. We arrived where we are now, not only because of those who provided us the knowledge and stability, but also because of the encouragement from one another. With our muscles working to reach this final step, the handrail support keeping our balance, and constant cheering from the finish line, we have finally been able to make that last step onto the landing of the staircase, to this stage right here. A short quote from Michael Josephson reads, "Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey." Class of December 2018, I'm confident each of you is going to make a tremendous impact on people's lives wherever you go, in this state or the next, on this side of the earth or the other. But no matter what you do, take pride, keep faith, and enjoy the journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin. So among the graduates we are recognizing today are those who completed their initial preparation in nursing at a community college and subsequently enrolled at the University of Iowa to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. So I would like to, we don't get oftentimes to see the colleagues that are coming from our RN to BSN program. So those of you who are graduating today, could you stand, please? Thank you. So speaking on behalf of the December 2018 RN to BSN graduates is Andrew Danner. Drew graduated high school in 2010 from Western Dubuque High School in Epworth, Iowa. He obtained his associate degree in nursing from Kirkwood Community College in 2013 and enrolled in the RN to BSN program at the University of Iowa in 2017. Drew is currently employed as an operating room nurse and more recently house supervisor at Mercy Medical Center in Des Moines, Iowa. He has been on the dean's list for both Kirkwood Community College and the University of Iowa. Upon graduation, Andrew will continue to work as the house supervisor at Mercy Medical Center. Ladies and gentlemen, our RN to BSN class speaker, Andrew Danner.
How's it going, Hawkeyes? It's great to be with you all here today. I think this is the first time in my Iowa RN to BSN journey where I've been wearing something a little nicer than sweatpants. Have to love those online classes. Have to admit, you all look even better in person than on camera. Big congratulations to everybody earning a degree today. Your investment of time, money, and lack of sleep can all finally be cashed in. One of the greatest things about today is that you finally can tell your family and friends you officially have time to hang out with them again. While some of my RN to BSN classmates, I'm sure, are looking forward to advancing their career and exciting new job opportunities, for me, I'm kind of just looking forward to using my new alumni status to improve my season tickets here at Iowa. While thinking about the challenges of writing this speech, I pondered the many different areas of nursing I could focus on. You know, I could highlight the great work hours we have, like the mandatory overnight shifts, the call, and the holidays. I could talk about how we sometimes could change our scrubs multiple times in a day because of some strange bodily fluid we didn't even know existed. With so many different areas I could cover, it was hard to narrow it down. But I narrowed it down to nurses don't do their job for fame and glory. Nurses do their job because they care about people. I come from a family of nurses, including a grandma, a mother, and 3 aunts. I always admired the stories they would tell and the actions they would take. Growing up in the fairly small town of Piasta, everybody knows everybody, and everybody knew my mom was a nurse. I remember my mom receiving many phone calls throughout my childhood, whether the phone call was for her thoughts on if a kid should go into the emergency room after bumping their head, or if she would be nice enough to come over and check a blood pressure on a concerned elderly neighbor. There was never any hesitation, and she would go there to help them out as much as possible. Her passion to use her knowledge of skills to help these people was very evident and very contagious to me. For some reason, everybody trusts a nurse, and I knew I had to be part of the tradition. Like many others, this passion to do good and help others has led me here to the University of Iowa today. We can all have pride in graduating from the number 4 ranked RN to BSN program in the nation. This is made possible by the dedicated work of our great faculty and the hard work we have put in as students. Realize no task is below you and no good deed ever goes unnoticed. Never lose the desire to learn more and to share what you know with your fellow coworkers. You never know, they could be taking care of you someday. Who knows where we'll all end up from here, but I know that hawks always fly high. Get after it and be proud of your accomplishments. Congratulations, everybody.
We are pleased this year to have initiated 2 alumni awards, the University of Iowa College of Nursing Outstanding Young Alumna Award and the Distinguished Alumna Award. I am pleased that we will be presenting the Outstanding Young Alumna Award today and the Distinguished Alumna Award at the May commencement. So this award recognizes a graduate who has demonstrated outstanding leadership and achievement in nursing or related fields of healthcare, or has made significant contributions to their community and has graduated from the University of Iowa College of Nursing with a BSN in the past 5 years. So graduates, pay attention, this could be you. I am very pleased to announce that the 2018-2019 recipient of the University of Iowa's College of Nursing Outstanding Young Alumna Award is Sarah Armstrong Loken. Sarah received her BSN in 2015. When Sarah was a student, she participated in the pain and palliative care team study abroad experience in India and completed an internship in neurovascular surgical ICU at the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics and St. Luke's Hospital in Cedar Rapids. As a student, Sarah was selected to participate in the American Association Colleges of Nursing Student Policy Summit in Washington, D.C. Sarah was also a supplemental instruction leader and participated in the Young Educator Program. Sarah is a staff nurse in the Neurosurgical Intensive Care Unit at the University of Minnesota Medical Center and the Medical Surgical Transplant Unit at the Mayo Clinic. Sarah was selected to serve as a division representative to help promote solutions to problems and implement practice changes hospital-wide. She's on the Rapid Response Team and is an early mobility champion and certified in BLS, ACLS, and Mayo Clinic liver transplant. She's currently in a master's program at Benedictine University. Sarah has come back to the University of Iowa and mentored our students about how to prepare for a professional nursing practice. She also mentors students who are interested in professional opportunities at Mayo Clinic. Welcome home, Sarah.
Good morning, graduates. I first of all want to say it is such an honor to be back here, and it is so inspiring to see you guys all sitting here today. Most of you are just beginning your careers as a nurse, while others of you sit here with lessons learned and experiences made. I sat in your exact seat just 3 years ago. I say just for a couple of reasons. The first is because while I have learned so much, I have only scratched the surface of what is to be known. The second, as my dad likes to so kindly remind me, I still have about 40 more years until I can retire. I want to congratulate you all on this incredible achievement. This was no small feat. If your experience was anything like mine, it was filled with many late nights, early mornings, tears, office hour visits, and I'm going to fail out calls home. It was also filled with excitement, aha moments, and eager calls home about what you saw, learned, or did that day. In the face of all of this, I remember sitting here today with an incredible sense of pride and eagerness about what is to come. But this is just the beginning. Many of you will serve your patients passionately at the bedside in pediatrics, oncology, intensive care, cardiology, psychology, med-surg, labor and delivery, emergency, and more. Others will serve as leaders, managers, educators, and specialists. Some of you will go on to earn your doctorate to serve as anesthetists, practitioners, or even faculty. The possibilities are truly endless. The last 3 years, I have worked in the intensive care unit, caring for patients undergoing liver and bone marrow transplant, patients who have suffered from stroke, and just about everything in between. I have cared for a variety of patients from my hometown, across the United States, and all over the world, including China, Saudi Arabia, and South America. I have called my husband on my way home from work, laughing about my day, telling him about a joke my patient told me. And I've also come home bawling to my family at Easter dinner after experiencing my first code. I have been challenged ethically, mentally, and physically, and I have also grown, developed, and learned more about myself in the last 3 years than I ever knew possible. Working as a nurse can only be described with oxymorons: challenging yet rewarding, exhausting yet exhilarating, feeling incompetent yet confident, defeating yet triumphant. And when thinking about my experiences, I realized I could attempt to summarize the lessons I have learned to 4 points. The first, and for those of you I tutored, this may haunt you, is why. Always ask why. Why is my patient presenting like this? Why am I giving this medication? Why is their heart rate so high? Why is that lab value off? Why does one side feel weaker than the other? This word will allow you to not only learn and develop as a nurse, but will also allow you to notice changes quickly, catch mistakes, and facilitate problem solving. If there is one thing for sure in this career, there is endless knowledge to be known, and I challenge you to never stop learning and never stop asking why. The second lesson I want you to remember is to remember your why. Why did you become a nurse? Why did you choose a career in which you will work nights, holidays, and weekends? Why would you choose a job in which you may have to skip your lunch, not go to the bathroom all day, and work through some unthinkable situations? Remember your why and live to work that out each and every shift you work. Write this why down on your locker, on your steering wheel, or on your schedule to serve as a reminder. Remembering your why will allow you to maintain your compassion when you are fatigued, solve problems when you are challenged, and remind you of your purpose when you feel you've lost. The third lesson I have learned is that doing the little things is really the big things, and I challenge you to do these little things for your patients. To wash your patient's hair and braid it so it doesn't have to be shaved. To turn your patient and lotion and massage their back. To rub the wrinkles out of their sheets. To walk and talk with your patient. To get them up to the chair and face them out the window. To warm up the water, the shampoo cap, or bath wipes before using them. To put your patient on a portable monitor and take them outside so they can breathe fresh air. To make birthday banners when they are forced suspended in the hospital. To help organize birthday, Christmas, and graduation parties in their room, no matter how small the room. To laugh and cry with your patient and their family. To do range of motion with your patient so their recovery time is decreased. To take the garbage out after you clean up a mess so they do not have to smell and be how far they've deteriorated. To sit next to your patient all night and hold their hand and comfort them and tell them that they are safe and okay every single time they wake up frightened. To slide your patient who is hours from passing to the side of the bed so that their significant other can lay with them one last time, and so much more. These little things have been some of my most rewarding moments as a nurse. But my biggest lesson came just 6 months ago when my manager called me saying Mayo Clinic had received a package in my name and I was to come open it in front of her. I was racking my brain about what this could be, which patient, what family, what situation, and really just praying this wasn't some type of hate mail. To my surprise, it was a letter and a gift from a daughter of a patient I had taken care of months before that. And it is with permission I share a piece of the story and that night. This patient is what we in the nursing field would call a crash and burn. She was flown to us at night and very rapidly deteriorated after arriving, which required life-saving measures. In this thank you note, there is one line that hits home for me, which reads, "Thank you for being the light on our darkest night." This thank you was not for carefully titrating 5 different medications to manage her dangerously low blood pressure and uncontrollable pulmonary hypertension. It wasn't for pressure bagging liters of fluid into this patient when the medications weren't keeping up. It wasn't that I provided rescue breaths while calling for help when she was unable to keep up her oxygen saturations. It wasn't for managing my patient's paralytic to ensure that her lungs were compliant with the ventilator. And unfortunately, despite all of our best efforts, it was not for saving her life. When I was trying to process this letter, it occurred to me that what I was being thanked for was how I cared for her mother and their family. It was that I talked to her mother even though we all knew I was giving enough sedation medication that she would never be able to respond. It was for ensuring that after every turn or care provided, I placed her prayer shawl back over her prayer cross in one hand, and her homemade bird in the other. It was for smiling and greeting everybody in the room before I started to do anything. It was for, despite the fact that I was easily 4 hours behind on charting, I sat down, talked with the daughter, and explained what was going on and what her mother was facing, only to get myself another hour behind. This heart is the gift I received, which was made by the patient. In the note, it said that the patient would have wanted me to have it and that it represents the heart I have as well as the prism of light that shines through it. So graduates, if you walk away with nothing else today, I encourage you to learn this lesson sooner than I did. Our job is not always about saving a patient's life. Our job is about providing care with compassion, doing the little things, sitting and talking with our patients and their families, and most importantly, being the light on the darkest of days. So as you begin your careers as you begin the next chapter in your career, I challenge you to take away these 4 lessons I have learned. If you ask why, remember your why, do the little things, and be the light. You may not always be able to save a life, but you will impact life in ways you never knew possible. Thank you and congratulations.
We are pleased to have with us for the conferring of degrees, President of the University of Iowa, Bruce Harold. Bruce Harold became the 21st President of the University of Iowa on November 2nd, 2015. He received a Bachelor of Engineering degree from Purdue University and a Master of Business Administration degree from Harvard University. President Harold served on the faculty of Harvard Business School from 2008 to 2014 with dual appointments to the entrepreneurial and strategy units. He was faculty chair of the Building New Businesses in Established Organizations program. He has served in several corporate leadership positions with Kraft General Foods, Boston Market Company, and IBM, focusing on strategy and transformation. President Harold has also served as a consultant on leadership, organic growth, and strategic renewal. President Harold is the author or co-author of numerous articles and book chapters and has also authored or co-authored several case studies for Harvard Business Publishing. Please join me in welcoming President Bruce Harold.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Sarah. These are all very hard acts to follow. Good morning and greetings to all the graduates, to my faculty and staff colleagues, to the family and friends assembled here today, and to all of our honored guests. It's my great pleasure to share a few final thoughts with you on this special occasion. Today, we are celebrating the individual achievements of these remarkable students who are at the beginning stage of their professional careers. But all of us know none of us ever gets to any place in life without a lot of help. All of you in the audience, many of you not here today, faculty, staff, have played a very important role in helping get these students to this very important moment in their lives. Students, if you don't mind, I'd like you to stand and thank all of those that made today happen. Go ahead. Thank you. As you're sitting down, I'd also like to remind you that as you travel through life, there will be occasions where you'll find others that need just that sort of help. Stop, help, lift others up. We desperately need more and more of that. And I truly believe that's one of our core values here at the University of Iowa. Graduates, you join a very esteemed group. It's a tradition and very long, distinguished group that you're now joining, the University of Iowa nursing community. For over 120 years, the College of Nursing has contributed greatly to the cutting-edge discovery, education, and service that marks so much of what we do here at the university. This program's reach is, of course, statewide, nationwide, and in fact, global. Several programs here are ranked among the highest in the nation. Graduates, we are proud of your individual accomplishments that have gotten you here today, and we're proud to send you off as part of that great Iowa nursing legacy. If you're staying here in Iowa to practice, you'll be joining a large and impressive professional community of Iowa alumni. For those of you who are moving on elsewhere, we're grateful that you will be bringing to other parts of our country and the world the excellence of this community and enhance that reputation. Today, I and my fellow faculty charge you to represent yourself, your university, and your profession with honor and integrity. But most importantly, we charge you to make people's lives better through your compassion, your talent, and your newly minted nursing skills. In a nutshell, we also expect you to go forth and make a difference in our world. That's what Hawkeyes do. Wherever you may go from here, we do hope that you will come back home here to the university. And when you come back, the university will no doubt have changed in some very visible ways. But in many ways, it will always remain the same. It will always be a place where dedicated, talented people do their best to push the boundaries of discovery, serve our society well, and teach the next generation of professionals, thinkers, creators, and leaders, all dedicated to making a difference in our world. You have been central to the excellence of this university while you've been here, and your future accomplishments will always be part of our proud legacy. Once again, congratulations, good luck, best wishes for great success in the years ahead. Don't forget to come home and visit us, and we're very, very proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations and thank you.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise? President Harold, these candidates, having completed all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing, are recommended to you by the faculty of the College of Nursing for the conferring of this degree.
On recommendation of the faculty of the College of Nursing and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer on each of you the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing as qualified and designated. Congratulations.
The turning of the tassel is the tradition of gesture by which each student signifies passage from degree candidate to graduate. Now, before we recognize each of you individually, please mark your new status as graduates of the University of Iowa College of Nursing by moving the tassel of your cap from the right side to the left. Will the graduates please be seated? Dr. Anita Nicholson, will you please come to the mic?
Will the Bachelors of Science in Nursing graduates please come forward to receive formal recognition? Will the first row rise and come forward? Molly Atherton. Renee Ellis. Ashley Shaper. Kylie Mesitich. Nicole Gammon. Christy Place. Sarah Wallen. Megan Clements. Claire Syverson. Megan Bushman. Victoria Lazar. Taylor Busta. Maren McNees. Kailyne Palmer. Shannon Rasmussen. Madison Smith. Jensen Bishop. Morgan Baffel. Brooke-Ann Baffel. Ashley Muzaka. Monica Derby. Danielle Rozenman. Kimberly Herzog. Courtney Anderson. Mary Carol Barkowski. Muriel Roe. Josie Thomas. Caitlin Forsyth. Katrina Frankie. Haley Cloberdance. Courtney Lickle. Emily Wheatonen. Sadie Thompson. Austin Witt. Noelle Vitzthum. Kendra Zeutenhorst. Jesslyn Scheckinger. Emily Bush. Andrew Danner. Vahid Mujich. Anna Hausler. Madeline Hahn. Katie Wick. Jessica Smith. Meghan Gengler. Miranda Kerian. Hannah Diener. Hannah Olson. Shelby Rodman. Taylor Lichty. Taylor Bishop. Matthew Westling. Justin Thornburg. Benjamin Meir. Christian Henriksen. Derek Pashusta. Jesse McConnell. John Carroll. Rachael Hall. Kara Hughes. Jolene Cernit. Elizabeth Marie Brandt. Allison Nachtman. Barbara Farr. Miranda Bergmann. Maggie Kjeld. William Greenleaf. Qian Cao. Danlu Chen. Hui Jiao. Gu Mo. Anne Mosier. Staci Nielsen. Amanda Stedman. Taylor Clark. Kelsey Malloy. Mallory Sallmann. Rachel Burbridge. Michelle Pandolfo. Han Hillary Wynn. Rachel Ann Hoyle, high distinction. As Elizabeth Conrad. Elizabeth Weaver, high distinction. Collin Rogers. So let us join in offering our heartiest congratulations to the newest graduates.
This weekend, you will leave the College of Nursing and start new roles in the profession of nursing. Start out by aiming high. Along with the faculty, I have great hopes for you, our graduates. I hope you find true meaning, contentment, and passion in your life. I hope that you navigate the hard times and you come out with greater strength and resolve. I hope that whatever balance you seek, you find it with your eyes wide open. And I hope that you have the ambition to take charge of the healthcare world because it desperately needs you to manage it. I know it's a big challenge and a daunting task, but you can do it. And know that we will be watching and cheering you on. Congratulations and best wishes to all of our December 2018 College of Nursing graduates. So will the marshal please come forward? Will the graduates please rise for the recessional? We ask that the audience please remain seated until the faculty and graduates have exited.